I'm Scott Ross. Allow me to tell you about my personal and professional experiences. And I'll do this in three categories: body, mind, and spirit, which for a man I refer to as his power, plan, and purpose. So, in terms of the body and physical health, I have had a lifelong passion for improving my own physical fitness. It is simply a core value of mine, and I've had to overcome a number of physical hurdles as I've struggled with an autoimmune disorder since my teens. It's never been easy for me. For over 20 years, I've engaged in advanced nutrition studies and meal planning. I recall taking a course in college called Advanced Nutrition, and my passion was ignited. In terms of athletics, I was a multiple sport high school athlete and began a college track career before I had to stop due to arthritis in my feet. I could run, I just simply couldn't train at the required level as a college hurdler. But that didn't stop my passion for physical fitness. In fact, it inspired it. I found many ways to work around and overcome my limitations. I've competed seriously in numerous regional fitness competitions, and at almost 50 years of age, I can do some pretty remarkable stuff for my age. I can lift very heavy weights. I have a very high metabolic conditioning. I can compete against kids in almost any sport: basketball, snowboarding, gymnastics, you name it. Ask me and I could probably do it. My philosophy of physical fitness is centered on the need for a man to be prepared to overcome the obstacles of life. Three obstacles: difficulties, deterioration, and dangers. It isn't simply an hour at the gym a few times a week. Now, it might include that. For most of us it does, but that alone doesn't prepare a man for all the obstacles of life. I've been a certified cross-training coach since 2010, and I've trained individuals of all conditions and abilities, from international competitors to busy professionals. I've coached over 1,000 group fitness classes, and I have an advanced and comprehensive workout programming skill set, and I'm able to meet the needs of everyone from a novice to a pro. Now let's consider the sort of mental aspect of a man's life, which culminates in a man's plan. Every man must have a plan. My personal formation has developed out of a relentless focus on the disciplines of personal development, particularly reading, journaling, and dialogue. I'm a lifelong learner and polymath, typically reading 6 to 8 books at one time, most to completion. I'm a deep student of many disciplines, including psychology, anthropology, religions, history, business, and economics. And my particular passions are for ancient Greek and Roman studies and the Renaissance period in Europe. Now, I'm passionate about those subjects because they help me live my life today as a man and enable me to help other men as well. I think I have a humble attitude towards learning. I understand that I don't know everything, and many are more knowledgeable than me. So I sit at their feet and listen. I can sing, I can dance. I'm a simple musician and artist. No one will ever pay me to do either, but they are expressions that I love. Now, my philosophy of mental growth and planning is centered around my 3 C's of life learning. My 3 C's of life learning are: be curious, be creative, and be courageous. In terms of my professional and corporate experiences in this realm, I served as a corporate coach to a nationwide fleet of financial services providers, financial services professionals, touching on a pro's personal and professional disciplines and activities. I was an NMLS registered mortgage loan officer who coached many loan officers to grow their business by growing in every area of their life. I'm a financial services provider, that is, an investment advisor, general securities trader, stockbroker. I hold FINRA Series 7, 63, and 65 registrations, as well as the gamut of state insurance licenses. I'm good at strategy and planning. Now, I help men craft a plan for their life, a plan that is catered to his experiences and goals. This includes his personal life, his relationships, and his professional life. And then there is the spirit or purpose part of a man. So to be clear, I'm not referring to the soul or the immaterial part of a man that might outlive the physical body. That's an entirely different conversation altogether. In terms of my personal formation, I discovered early on that my personal fulfillment could only be maximized when I'm a part of something that is greater than my individual life. I believe that our spirits are free to soar when we begin or join movements that matter based on generous giving back of what we've gained. And prior to my years in the for-profit world, I served in dynamic spiritual pursuits. I've had the opportunity to come alongside and guide many in their quest for fulfillment and true meaning. Children, teens, men, women. And since my teens, I've had a passion to help others, body, mind, and spirit. I've helped individuals, couples, and families through the best of times and the worst of tragedies. I remember the first funeral that I ever officiated was for the tragic death of a newborn baby boy. You grow up quickly when you find yourself in those shoes. I've had the honor of speaking to groups of all sizes, from dozens to thousands, in the corporate and community realms. I've trained and coached men of all ages and walks of life to experience a greater life, a life with power, a plan, and purpose. Now, perhaps I can help you too. Let's get after it together.